Ongoing. Afghanistan portal. The Afghanistan conflict is a series of wars that has been fought in Afghanistan since 1978, starting with the Sur Revolution military coup. An almost continuous series of armed conflicts has dominated and afflicted Afghanistan. The wars include: it has been estimated that 1,405,111 to 2,084,468 lives have been lost since the start of the conflict. From 1933 to 1973, Afghanistan experienced a lengthy period of peace and relative stability. It was ruled as a monarchy by King Zahir Shah, who belonged to the Afghan Musahiban Barakzai dynasty. In the 1960s, Afghanistan as a constitutional monarchy held limited parliamentary elections. Zahir Shah, who would become the last king of Afghanistan, was overthrown by his cousin Muhammad Daud Khan in July 1973. After discontent with the monarchy grew in the urban areas of Afghanistan. The country had gone through several droughts, and charges of corruption and poor economic policies were leveled against the ruling dynasty. Khan transformed the monarchy into a republic, and he became the first president of Afghanistan. He was supported by a faction of the People's Democratic Party of Afghanistan, Afghanistan's Communist Party, which had been founded in 1965 and enjoyed strong relations with the Soviet Union. Nematullah Nojumi writes in The Rise of the Taliban in Afghanistan, Mass Mobilization, Civil War, and the Future of the Region. The establishment of the Republic of Afghanistan increased the Soviet investment in Afghanistan and the PDPA influence in the government's military and civil bodies. In 1976, alarmed by the growing power of the PDPA and the party's strong affiliation with the Soviet Union, Daud Khan tried to scale back the PDPA's influence. He dismissed PDPA members from their government posts, appointed conservative elements instead, and finally announced the dissolution of the PDPA, arresting senior party members. On April 27, 1978, the PDPA and military units loyal to the PDPA killed Daud Khan, his immediate family and bodyguards in a violent coup, seizing control of the capital, Kabul, as the PDPA had chosen a weekend holiday to conduct the coup. When many government employees were having a day off, Daud Khan was not able to fully activate the well-trained armed forces which remained loyal to him. To counter the coup, the new PDPA government, led by a revolutionary council, did not enjoy the support of the masses. Therefore, it soon announced and implemented a hostile doctrine against any political dissent, whether inside or outside the party. The first communist leader in Afghanistan, Nur Muhammad Turki, was assassinated by his fellow communist Hafizullah Amin. Amin was known for his independent and nationalist inclinations, and was also seen by many as a ruthless leader. He has been accused of killing tens of thousands of Afghan civilians at Pul-e-Charkhi and other national prisons. 27,000 politically motivated executions reportedly took place at Pul-e-Charkhi prison alone. The Soviet Union intervened in Afghanistan on December 24, 1979. Amin was deposed from power almost immediately, as he and 200 of his guards were killed on December 27 by Soviet Army Spetsnaz, replaced by Babrak Karmal. After deployment into Afghanistan, Soviet forces along with government forces would begin to engage in a protracted counterinsurgency war with Mujahideen fighters. Some of those Islamic fighters would later transform into the Taliban, according to Professor Carol Hillenbrand, who stated, "The West helped the Taliban to fight the Soviet takeover of Afghanistan. The Soviet government realized that a military solution to the conflict would require far more troops. Because of this, they discussed troop withdrawals and searched for a political and peaceful solution as early as 1980. But they never took any serious steps in that direction until 1988. Early Soviet military reports confirmed the difficulties the Soviet army had while fighting on the mountainous terrain, for which the Soviet army had no training whatsoever. Parallels with the Vietnam War were frequently referred to by Soviet army officers. Policy failures, and the stalemate that ensued after the Soviet intervention, led the Soviet leadership to become highly critical of Karmal's leadership. Under Mikhail Gorbachev, the Soviet Union was able to depose Karmal and replace him with Muhammad Najibullah. Karmal's leadership was seen as a failure by the Soviet Union because of the rise of violence and crime during his administration. Throughout the Soviet withdrawal from Afghanistan, troop convoys came under attack by Afghan rebel fighters. In all, 523 Soviet soldiers were killed during the withdrawal. The total withdrawal of all Soviet troops from Afghanistan was completed in February 1989. The last Soviet soldier to leave was Lieutenant General Boris Gromov, leader of the Soviet military operations in Afghanistan at the time of the Soviet invasion. In total 14,453 Soviet soldiers, the